Hey there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to your reading for the week of, I think we're in August 17th now. I don't really know. Yes, August 17th it is. Sorry about that. I do this every week. I don't even look at what day it's supposed to be. So this week, it's weird. I think last week it was supposed to be a good week. I think you actually did have a good week, but maybe some, just like weird, weird feelings, even just something minimal, last week that I think sprouted up that I didn't talk about last week in the readings because it didn't come up. But, I think maybe, you had like a little bit of a weird week, maybe just off. It's like one of those things, you just feel off thinking about it. So, maybe just like an off week last week. Nothing like major. I think, even if you're watching these videos early, because I have them up during the week that's still going on from last week's readings, I think by the end of the week, you actually will be feeling a lot better. And then this coming week, I think you'll actually start to feel even better. The first card you have is the Queen of Diamonds, which is all about, I think Scorpio's been working for this for a long time, which is being very financially secure. It's like one of those things. It's like you're working towards a point where you want to be in your life where you don't have to worry about anything. Like, you don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about, paying the bills or paying for your rent or anything like that. It's like you just want to be very financially stable. That's what this card represents. And she's very hardworking. Scorpio can be very hardworking for sure. Like all water signs are incredibly hard workers, but, this is a card of, keep going. It's a good card to have. Traditional readers who read playing cards traditionally will call the King of Diamonds the CEO, because he represents the CEO. But I actually think the Queen of Diamonds makes a better CEO, or would make a better CEO. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Like I say, I don't attach sex to my cards. But the Queen of Diamonds is better because the King of Diamonds is very reactive. He just reacts, and he doesn't take the time to necessarily think about anything. He makes a great CEO, but still, he's very reactive, and that's where he can make mistakes, is he just reacts, and, anything comes up, it's like, boom, reaction. Any little thing happens in his life, boom, reaction. He just reacts. He doesn't really take the time to analyze the situation, and he can overreact a lot of the time, and that causes mistakes, and these mistakes can lead to this whole downfall. It's a very long story, but we don't need to get into it, because again, you're showing up as a Queen of Diamonds, which is the total opposite. Queen of Diamonds, she is very good at being, having her finances in order, very good at business, very good at her job. If you have a job, very positive job type of week going on here. But she also uses her intuition, trusts her gut, and is very compassionate. And she uses all those things together, kind of, to make better decisions. These not reactive decisions. So I think you'll have that this week. I think you'll make better decisions this week when it comes to finance and your job or your business or getting a job or starting a business, either or. And, you'll be less reactive, which is good. I think that it will help you kind of move forward this week. Second card you have is the Two of Spades. This can represent a breakup. It's usually just like this, like I said in the beginning of the reading. It can represent just like a funkiness inside of you, just like a weird feeling not yourself, not feeling 100%. I think that I think this is mostly last week. Or again, if you're watching this video this week, even though I already read for this week. But again, I think it's something that will fade. It's something very minor, mainly leading to that feeling of weirdness inside of you. It's hard for me to describe it. I think maybe you just had a couple, maybe if you look at what went on this week, a couple things were off. Maybe if you normally do something, you didn't this week, and, I think those things will move. It's a very quick passing energy, so I don't even worry about it. Next, you have the Five of Hearts, which is a good energy, can represent the birth of a relationship. Scorpio, I've been reading for you for a few months now, and this has been an ongoing theme. It's like this relationship type of building thing going on, birthing relationships, having relationships, starting relationships, your relationships improving. Five of Hearts represents all of that. It's a card that represents births. So typically everything before now would have been extremely painful. This card does ask you to not put any past hurts or any past relationship issues onto new relationships. If you're meeting new people, chances are they are nothing like what they have been in the past. They will be totally different. So don't don't apply those past hurts or past issues to these new people that you meet or you will be meeting. If you're in a relationship, this can just represent, like kind of the birth of a new type of relationship, which is interesting because we're entering into this, Venus cycle or whatever, which is supposed to be a lot more positive for everybody. So I would say, it's definitely kind of aligning with the astrology there. And finally, you have the Eight of Clubs. This is an interesting card. It's a card of banging your head against the wall. I mean, really, that's literally what you could say the card is. But it's also a card of, if you are encountering any obstacles or you have been banging your head against the wall and you've been trying to move past something, this card says that you just need to look at a different way. It's one of those cards. The obstacles that this card presents are extremely easy to overcome, even though they might not seem like it. All this card asks you to do is look at different paths. It's a card of multiple paths. It says, literally, if you are encountering any issues, just move a little bit left, move a little bit right, and you'll move right past it. It's literally that simple. So if you are encountering any issues, like say you can't get a job, it's just saying if you've been, I always tell people that when they get this card, they're like, oh, I can't get a job no matter what I do. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? They say, oh, I'm sending my resume into all these places. This card says, okay, well, do something different. Like go into the businesses and try to get a job, or, call somebody and try to get the job by talking to somebody. It just says that there is another way that is a lot better for you to move forward. And again, if this could be anything. I mean, if it's in relationships, it says if you've been trying online dating, try offline dating. If you've been trying offline dating, try online dating. It's just like that reverse thing. It's just saying try the opposite of whatever you have been doing, and that obstacle will disappear. So overall, an amazing week. I think you will enjoy it. I think things will get better. I think if you're feeling this weirdness, feeling weird or something like that, just know that it's moving very quickly and you won't even have to deal with it at all this week, like maybe the very beginning, but then it will go away. I think you'll go back to your regular self. But thank you for watching.